let me give you more details on this promising vaccine trial. Moderna is calling it an important first step. All right, let's get the caveats out the way. It was a phase 1. It had 45 participants, and they all developed some antibodies. Further testing on 8 volunteers all had neutralizing antibodies capable of preventing virus from invading cells. Phase 2 is already approved. Large-scale phase 3 expected in July. What does the market say? Soaring shares for Moderna at more than 20%. Elizabeth Cohen is our senior medical correspondent, joins me now. Elizabeth, before you say a word, I shall do the caveats. It was a small survey, a small trial, and it has not been peer-reviewed. Now tell me, should I still be optimistic?
Well, I'll tell you, Richard, I reached out to a doctor who I consider one of the more curmudgeonly doctors, a vaccine expert who I consult with, and he was enthusiastic. So I think that that says something right there. He wasn't enthusiastic like, aha, we've got the answer. He was enthusiastic saying, hey, this is what we want to see. We want to see this in order to move on. Now, pre-pandemic, we would want to see way bigger numbers than just these 8 or just 45. We would want to see numbers in the hundreds. But given that we need to move quickly and thousands of people are dying every day, he will take this. He said it's exactly what you want to see happen in order to move forward.
If it works, lots of ifs coming up here, stand by. If it works and if it can be manufactured in large numbers, which Moderna has got a deal with someone, and if it can be distributed, that would I mean, could it be with us, do you think, before the next flu season?
So I asked Dr. Tal Zaks, who's the chief medical officer of Moderna, when do you think, give me a ballpark time frame for when you think this could be on the market if everything goes well? And he said, I'm going to go with what Dr. Fauci says. Dr. Fauci, back in January of this year, said a year to 18 months. So that puts us at January to June of next year. And Dr. Zaks at Moderna said, yes, that is what I think. I think that it is realistic to think, not certain, but realistic to think that we could have a vaccine on the market January to June of next year. And what they're doing, Richard, and you and I have talked about this before, is that some vaccines are going to be manufacturing in parallel. It's also called manufacturing at risk. So while they're testing it out, they're also building up as many doses as they possibly can, hopefully, hundreds and hundreds of million doses. It's dangerous because if the vaccine doesn't work out, then you have a bunch of product that you can't do anything with and you've spent a whole lot of money. But that is how we will get enough vaccine for the one that does work.
Elizabeth, as always, thank you. Elizabeth Cohen with the question of the vaccines.